The automatic doors of the San Francisco Marriott slid open and dumped recycled air into my face, air that smelled like money, stress, and bad intentions. I was running on 3 hours of sleep, a delayed red eye from Europe, and whatever calories lived inside airline pretzels. I was not wearing my usual armor, no tailored jacket, no polished shoes, no carefully constructed image. Just a dark hoodie-worn sneakers and a backpack that carried everything I owned that still mattered, my checked luggage with the suit, meant for the sum. It was lost somewhere between states and excuses. I looked less like a featured speaker and more like a college kid who had slept in the library. I adjusted the strap of my bag and walked toward the front desk, rehearsing my keynote in my head. The talk was about algorithmic bias and power structures in modern tech. The irony would reveal itself soon enough. Hey you, the voice was loud, nasal, and confident in a way only unearned confidence can be. I turned and saw him, a young guy wrapped in a too bright suit, shoes too sharp, smile too sure. A name badge hung crookedly from his jacket. He checked his watch like time owed him something. Me, I asked, "Yeah, you finally?" He snapped, "I have been waiting." Grab my bags. He pointed at a stack of hard-shell suitcases beside him and nodded toward the door. "SUV is outside. I am late for the VIP mixer." For a second my brain stalled. He thought I worked for him. He saw a hoodie and a tired face and assigned me a role. I started correct him politely. He waved me off. "Save it. Just hurry up. Be careful with the laptop bag. Unlike you, I have work to do." Something clicked in my chest. A quiet switch flipped. The part of me that explains softened and stepped aside. He tossed a leather messenger bag at me, not a handoff, a throw. I caught it out of reflex. "Chop chop," he muttered. "I do not tip for slowness." People near by went quiet, eyes turned. I felt the moment settle. I looked at the bag and read the monogram BT. J. It did not matter what it stood for. I said nothing. I turned and walked. He grabbed his rolling bags and followed. "Lead the way," he said. I headed toward a side door marked authorized only. I knew this building. I had spoken here before. "Hey, wrong way," he shouted. I scanned my phone at the reader. The light flashed green. The door opened. I stepped through the door, locked behind me. His shouting cut off. I stood in the quiet hallway, holding his bag, not stealing it, securing it. I smiled. The game had started. Sometimes the smallest mistake is mistaking who carries the power. The staff corridor was silent, thick carpet, muted lights, and the hum of machinery hidden behind walls. I walked calmly, like I belonged, because I did. The freight elevator waited at the end of the hall. I stepped inside alone. As the doors closed, curiosity crept in, not about his private life, but about his projection. I opened the outer pocket of the bag. Business cards spilled out. Brad T. Jenkins, visionary, disruptor, growth hacker. I monetize mindsets. I laughed. Elevator climbed. The doors opened to the VIP level, where the air felt expensive and quiet. The event director spotted me and rushed over. Relief written across her face. "Thank God you made it," she said barely. I replied, "Airline sent my clothes on vacation." She glanced at the bag. "Is that yours?" "No," I said calmly. "Collateral. Someone mistook me for staff downstairs." Her face hardened. "Want me to revoke his badge?" "No," I said. "Let him in. Let him sit wherever he wants. Just hold the bag here." I headed to the green room, showered, changed, and transformed. Black fitted clothes, hair pulled tight. The tired traveler disappeared from the balcony above. I saw him later, pacing, furious, confused, clutching a cheap tote. He looked for his status and found none. I watched the floor. Buzz, investors, engineers, founders. He spotted me. Recognition tried to spark and failed. "What are you doing here?" he snapped. "Did you get fired?" I sipped my drink. "Hello, Brad." He flushed, accused, demanded, threatened. Then a general walked up, shook my hand, spoke my name, and thanked me for my work. Brad shrank, reality cracked. He muttered excuses and fled. I checked the schedule. His panel was next. I smiled. The loudest people never hear the track. Closing Hall B was half full and low energy. Brad sat center stage, talking dominance and disruption. He bragged about breaking things, flattening people, calling abuse efficiency. He told my story wrong and proud used it as proof of strength. The audience winced, whispers, spread phones, checked faces. Compared someone beside me, realized who I was covered. Her mouth shared it down the row. Brad mistook the attention for admiration. He leaned into it. Alpha, energy, he said, is efficient. I wrote it down. Then I stood and left. Arrogance always thinks it is winning. The main hall pulsed with light and sound. Thousands waited. Brad sat near the front smiling, ready to record. My name boomed. I walked out. The smile left his face. Recognition hit him like a crash. I let the silence stretch. Then I spoke about perception, bias, assumptions. I told the story without names. I showed the bag. I quoted him. The room turned. Brad folded into himself. When truth finds a microphone, there is nowhere to hide. Questions followed. A young woman asked how to stop men like that, stop tolerating them. I said. Brad stood, shouted excuses, claimed ignorance, security. I said calmly, they removed him, as the crowd applauded. Not anger, but relief. Respect given late is not respect at all. The internet erupted. Memes, interviews, consequences. His funding vanished. I ignored the noise. Launched a program for those overlooked on closing day. I spoke again, not about revenge, but repair. Carry your own bags. I said. I left quietly. Power reveals itself in how you treat strangers.